Good morning. Thank you. Welcome to the Windward Buddhist Temple Family Service, our Remembrance Day Service. My name is Naomi, and I will be your MC. We will begin with the ringing of the temple bell, or kansho, that signifies the beginning of a temple service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is the calling of the people to come together to listen to the Dharma or teachings. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of the Windward Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly in your seat. Meditation. Please rise for the meditation, followed by the chanting of the Vandana Ti-Sarana in the red Jodo Shinshu Service book on page 7. Then be seated.
Namo Amida Buddhist, Namo Amida Buddhist, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda.
Sambujo. Sensei is on page 9 in the red Jodo Shinshu service book. Then she will follow with a remembrance aspiration.
With our hearts and minds bent in deep gratitude, we express our joy and simple thankfulness to Shinran Shonin, our innumerable Nembutsu teachers, and to all beings which are connected. May we all truly reflect with gratitude and humility on that which we have been allowed to receive through the teachings of the Buddha. May we always endeavor to listen intently with our fellow beings to the summoning voice, and together as one family be born in Amida's pure land. With a radiant, boundless mind, may each regard all living beings with loving kindness without limit. Namo Amida Butsu.
remembrance, we will now have the remembrance of those individuals and pets who passed away this month in any year. The names of the deceased will be announced. Please go forward to offer incense. Reverend will hit the gong again for the next names. After the last name is called and the incense offered, she will hit the gong several times. She will then go directly into the Sutra, Gassho with Amida, on page 14 in the supplemental service book. Toshio Miyamoto, Amy Kigawa. Markeen Love Kane. Eudora Lopes. Laverne Morisato. Again, she will go into Gassho with Amida in the supplemental service book on page 14.
Namo Amida Butsu. I recite Amida's name with deep joy and gratitude. I Gassho with Amida. Trees and grasses changing. I Gassho with Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds. Their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I Gassho with Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Buddha's voice, my voice are one. I Gassho with Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namo Amida Butsu. When I feel great compassion, I Gassho with Amida. Nembutsu in work and play, every day with Amida, every moment filled with light. I Gassho with Amida. Remember the golden chain, kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I Gassho with Amida. In the clear, bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the silence of the night, I Gassho with Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I Gassho with Amida. Namanabu. Namanabu. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda.
Recitation. Please rise for the Shinshu Pledge II in the red Jodo Shinshu Service book on page 6. Entrusting in the vow of the Buddha
and reciting the sacred name, I shall proceed through the journey of life with strength and joy, revering the light of the Buddha and reflecting upon my imperfect self. I shall strive to live a life of gratitude, following the teachings of the Buddha and discerning the right path. I shall spread the true Dharma, rejoicing in the compassion of the Buddha, respecting and aiding others. I shall do my best to work towards the welfare of society. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Please continue to stand for the Gatha Arigatai in the supplemental service book on page 15. Thank you. Our speaker today is Sensei.
My talk this morning is a time for reflection. Good morning. What another beautiful day. Please join me in Gassho. Blessed with true and real life, this day, today, which never returns, is a precious day, truly to be cherished. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you, everyone, for attending this morning's Remembrance Service. This is my last chance to share the Dharma with you until September. In August, we take a vacation. But next week, Dr. Mike Jaffe will be our speaker. And we look forward to that. When I was growing up in Arizona, summers were very hot. So the temple was closed for the whole month of August. I don't know if you've read the temperatures in the paper, but, they're like above 110. Sometimes it's 115 during the day. And you'd think it would cool off for night. But my sister was telling me it doesn't get below 90. So it's pretty tough. So I had thought about going to visit relatives, but I thought better about it. I enjoy this weather so much, So as you entered the Hondo, you received a paper with 3 questions. As you can see, we will be doing something different today. My talk will be about these 3 questions and how self-reflection will help us to understand ourselves. In the 70s, I was introduced to Naikan, which is a method of self-reflection, awareness, and gratitude. The word Naikan, it's a Japanese word. It translates to introspection. It is a method of self-reflection developed by Yoshimoto Isshin in the 1940s. He was a devout Jodo Shinshu Buddhist. As a young man, he was a businessman who had engaged in ascetic practices. It was called mishirabe, involving sensory deprivation by dwelling in a dark cave without food, water, or sleep. Wishing to make such introspection available to others, he developed Naikan as a less difficult method, which he first introduced to young people who had been incarcerated for committing crimes and social disturbances. Later, the practice was introduced to the general public, and now in Japan, there are probably 30 Naikan centers that are available to people. Naikan practitioners claim that Naikan helps people better understand themselves and their relationships. The practice is based on asking ourselves, 3 questions. What have I received from, and would be a person that maybe you can think of, a parent or a friend? What have I given to this person, your parent or your friend or somebody else at work? And what troubles and difficulties have I caused these people? So you start by making a list of all you have received, say on a specific day. It'll really require you to drill down below the surface. For example, I tried to find a different example. The book said, you visit a cafe, but I thought, I wish I could adapt it to when you go to Zippy's, but I just didn't do it. So if you go to a cafe, the barista gave a smile along with the coffee. Does that always happen? Let's hope so, yeah? The person behind the counter washed my cup. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that, but anyway. The owner of the cafe established the business so you can go and enjoy some coffee. The builder, the carpenter, the plumber, the electrician, they created this pleasant environment where you can sit to enjoy your coffee. And an artisan designed the coffee cup. Of course, you can't forget about the pickers, the processors, and the transporters who brought the coffee beans. We can relate to that considering we have all these wonderful Kona coffee farmers that have done so much for our state. Each person plays a crucial part in the long chain of events that gave you your morning caffeine fix. The act of listing all that you have received promotes gratitude. You become grateful for the warmth of the cafe on a chilly day. It doesn't get too chilly here, but there are some mornings that it feels chilly, and we really enjoy the taste of coffee. So these are examples of things we receive. The second question, what have I given to? Well, these are contributions to others. Yoshimoto's teaching suggests we examine our life balance. As with our bank account, there are both deposits and withdrawals. What have you given and received recently? Am I taking more from the world than I am giving? After all, much of the support we receive, the work of teachers, doctors, nurses, cleaners, and delivery drivers, and the different teams who offer us wonderful refreshments, often goes unnoticed. And yet, despite what we may think, we're not entitled to anything. Consider what you're doing for others and make a list. Be specific. I picked up litter. I held the door open. I helped an elder cross the street. I helped a mother with a stroller. I paid that invoice on time. These are just a few of the things you can think about as far as what you have given. Question 3, the troubles and difficulties we cause to others. What troubles and difficulties have I caused? We rarely notice or choose to ignore the harm or inconvenience we cause to others. Ask yourself, when have I upset others? When have I caused difficulties to them, directly or indirectly? For example, throwing litter on the street may not appear to harm anyone directly, yet seeing it can be upsetting and annoying, and ultimately someone will need to pick it up. Like our temple went out to the street to pick up litter, because people did dump their trash along the street. We must be accountable for our behavior. If we're not able or willing to see and accept these events in which we have been the source of others' suffering, then we cannot truly know ourselves or the grace by which we live. Naikan is a Japanese word that means looking inside or seeing oneself with the mind's eye. It is a structured nature of self-reflection that helps us to understand ourselves, our relationships, and the fundamental nature of human existence. I'll go back to the quote that I had at the beginning, which says, "Blessed with true and real life, this day, today, which never returns, is a precious day, truly to be cherished." So let's think about these three. Each of you should have the sheet that has the 3 questions. What do you think? During August, while we don't have services, maybe you can put these questions to good use. Self-reflect on them. When I first read these questions, I thought, this really applies to myself. So I thought, it might apply to you also. And by doing that, by looking deep within ourselves, we can try to find some way of getting along better with other people and to appreciate everything that is done for us. The small thank yous, the big thank yous, the simple thank yous. Maybe we don't say it enough. And people would be surprised probably if you expressed your gratitude. Whenever somebody thanks you, it's a wonderful feeling that you have contributed to their well-being. So let's keep that in mind. You know, our Buddhist teachings are all about compassion and gratitude. So this really fits into our goals to improve ourselves as human beings. So take this paper home, do it when you can, just tackle one at a time. What have I received from? And really think on that. What have I given to? And this includes maybe the environment. Are you not running your water as you brush your teeth? Do you turn it off? What about taking a shower? Do you leave the shower running? Are you trying to save some water? What troubles and difficulties have you caused? Do you honk at that person, or do you feel like honking at that person who cut in front of you? Or do you say, maybe they're on their way to the doctor? You know, there could be many reasons. So let's try to continue to be really good Sangha members, individuals, and live a life of appreciation. Okay, thank you, and we'll see you next week, and we'll welcome Dr. Jaffe. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo.
Thank you, Reverend Barbara. I hope my first two lists are way longer and there's nothing on the third list. I'm going to try. So thank you for that reminder of introspection. Please rise for the Gatha Hotokesama 2 in the brown Praises of the Buddha book on page 74, and then continue to stand for the Nembutsu.
we come before the shrine of our Amida Buddha, the Holy One, the Perfect One. With gratitude, we have brought our offering of love and devotion to honor him. We earnestly resolve to strive to understand his holy teaching and to walk every day in his blessed path so that like him, we may attain the peace of nirvana. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you for participating in our service today, Dennis.
Good morning, everyone. That was a great message, Barbara. Thank you very much. I think, is that why we sang the Gatha Arigatai? What have I received? So much. I mean, look how beautiful the day is. You know, we're all receiving so many good things. I may have to, excuse me. See, I'm struggling to say that I don't cause troubles and difficulty.
Right.
Thank you also to Naomi for being our MC, Neil, who was a greeter, Joy and Lisa for playing the piano, Shirley for bringing the kansho, and of course Ryan doing our video. Today's refreshment is being provided by Team A, led by Lisa. Today we do have guests, Evelyn and Joshua. Please stand. Welcome. Hope you get to talk to some other people here. Next Sunday will be our last Sunday service for this half of the year. We're going to have summer break. So during August, no Sunday services, and then we get back here again September 3rd. But, like we've tried to do during the summers, we'll visit other temples. Last year we visited the Kanayohe Higashi Honganji. This August 6th, we're going to visit Moilili Honganji. And we have several people already signed up. And I did get confirmation today we will have a bus. So Stan has graciously offered to take those of us from Kailua on his bus so we can all sing, "The wheels on the bus go." I'm going to drive here from Kaneohe just to ride the bus. Reverend Bert will be leading another adult Dharma class during September and October. I do have a flyer. Where did I put it? The classes will be on Saturdays, 8 classes, September 2nd, 9th, 23rd, 30th, continuing to October 7, 14, 21, and 28 from 9 to 10:30. There's no registration fee, but the book that the discussions will be based on, Bits of Rubble Turned into Gold by Taitetsu Uno, will have a cost of about $15. There's a sign-up sheet I created back there, so if you are interested, please do write down your information. The sign-up sheet also has, if you're interested, oh shucks. It says to call the temple, but we'll change that to call probably Reverend Bert. Okay? After today's refreshment, Yishin will be doing a demonstration on Chinese calligraphy. So we have several brushes for those who want to follow along. Yixing is a great teacher, so we'll give it a try. So after refreshments, we'll have the table back there set up. Are there any other announcements? Okay, if not, I guess it's time to eat. So we'll do some words of thanksgiving. If you could open your red service book to page 126. We are truly grateful for this wonderful food, a gift of life. May we share its benefits with all beings. As we partake of this food, let us remember Amida Buddhist compassion, which surrounds all people and all forms of life. Namo Amida Butsu. Itadakimasu. Thank you. Oh, wait. If you didn't get your free shirts last week, we got a whole lot more. Front and back. Little pink printing, but so let me know and you can get your shirt. And we got these a number of years ago. It has our formal name of Kailua Honganji Mission. We have more. So if you want, come see me. Okay? Thank you.